Welcome to the Inphamus Hour Live. I'm your host, the infamous Amadeuz, every single Thursday. As it's always another Thursday in hip-hop here on Facebook.com/BoomBapNation. A shout out to all the people watching in the airports via Reach TV. If you're traveling somewhere, I wish I was yo. But yet I'm here with Casamigos Water and my ghetto friends who showed up late here for the Inphamus Hour. And this time it wasn't my fault because usually the guys blame me. So if you're watching right now, any person who's an entrepreneur, and I said this in a previous episode, like to talk to themselves, right? So sometimes I have a staff meeting with myself, right? So, I got to make sure we're operating the business correctly, right, Torres? This is what we do as entrepreneurs. And to put the code out, we're going to start the Inphamus Hour. And Torres was the first person here. With the doodle emojis. And then somehow Blazing beat Party. How the fuck is that possible?
Hey, we here.
We thought Brady. Welcome to the Inphamus Hour. What's up, brother?
What's going on?
That's Weetho A. Smith.
Weetho A. Smith. So we got the gang here. We got Taurus 1PR. What's up?
Yo, it is your resident fat boy on a diet, Torres 1PR, aka your favorite girls plus size model. You know the vibes. Yo, today is gonna be either doo-doo or hot. But Inphamus Hour's on fire, so we scorching hot.
That's right. Hot. And then the guy in the middle who looks like he's in a Mankind WWE cutscene, the real godson himself, Tamel. Welcome to the Inphamus Hour, bro. What's up, man? Oh, he disconnected. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah.
Hey, yo. Nigga pulled the Rick Ross.
Wow, this guy right here. Okay, and the guy talking with the Live 89 FM hat on with the vintage I Get Out of magazine, which so if you're in New York City, there is actually a newsstand on 53rd Street and 8th Avenue, which still has an I Get Out of magazine issue in there, which is kind of dope. Gauge 110.
You got this joint right here.
Yo.
I got that joint still.
Oh, they got the classics.
Wow, that was the worst introduction ever. My bad, y'all.
Yo, you were horrible, brother.
Oh my god.
Yo, turn your phone around, brother.
In sideways.
Yo,
It is sideways.
So does Tamel get the doodle for the worst intro of all time?
He gets a doodle emoji right now.
Yeah, he get a doodle
emoji
right now.
Tamel.
One doodle for Tamel.
So it's another week in hip hop. You've been watching the Punchline Academy. We are making waves in these streets. Sampler NYC, a fucking movie every week. Okay, the real spitters outside. We spoke about it here in the Inphamus Hour. My friends who are with me, they were skeptical about this sampler thing because it is a smaller venue. But I mean, we're making strides and we're bringing the right people in the right space.
It's intimate.
Yes.
Intimate.
Yes.
It's intimate. I mean, it's kind of a dope thing. So something that happened to me this week, which I found kind of interesting, was somebody that was at the sampler, not a rapper, pulled me to the side and he gave me a compliment where he said that he felt that I could fill in the void that K Slay left when it comes to independent artists, which is it's a compliment, right? But and this is not the first time I've heard this. Like a few people have told me this thing. They kind of feel like I'm a good person to either take over or fill that space that's needed. But in all fairness, Torres, there's only one K Slay, and there will never be another K Slay, right? Correct. He's one of one. You're talking about someone who was involved in hip hop, going all the way back to Wild Style, right? As a graph artist, he done soul tapes, and he was there kind of in the change of hip hop. So the reason why Slay was able to accomplish a lot of things that he did is because he had relationships with these guys before they were even on, right? Before, so he was that. But I would never want to be the next K Slay. I want to be the first Inphamus Amadeuz. Okay, so that's one of one. But quickly, Torres, K Slay, you've been around them. What do you think? What do you think his legacy is?
I mean, K Slay's legacy, I believe it is a good legacy, as you stated. A lot of people looked up to him as a person that gave people a chance. Like, you know what I mean? Specifically people like in the boom bap and the hip hop era. I remember one particular time specifically, I was listening to Hot 97, and one of his last tracks that he played on his mix segment was some dude just came out of jail, did like 17 joints, right? And mind you, the record was not the best record in the world type shit, whatever. So then I DM Slay, I was like, yo, Slay, what the hell is that? He was like, I know, bro, but son just came home. So that was a testament of like to K-Slay's character, that he kept it real, right? He had the streets locked in, the jails locked in. You know what I'm saying? He gave people a chance. Also with the females, he gave hundreds of females opportunity for them to get their first publishing. And a lot of women, got on Love and Hip Hop and a lot of other reality-based TV shows on the strength of his, Straight Star magazine and everything like that, whatever. And also, who's the last person to put over 100 MCs on one record? Insane. Yeah. 20 minutes with 100 people.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah, and he actually has a 200 MC. So, Gage, I don't know if we're gonna ever hear this 200 MC, right? But when you hear people make the comparisons to me to Slay, like, what do you think about that? Do you think that's a good assessment? I could see why, because it's like we're kind of with the independent artists, but I don't know. What do you think?
Of course, it's a great assessment. Like, you're for the streets, the same thing that K was for. You feel me? And just like Torres mentioned, like it's a testament to what K is all about. Like, he is legit hip hop. Like, known as Big Daz, or the graffiti artist, went into DJing, put on thousands of artists. Like, think about it. With Fred Garson, Papoose, so many artists has come through K-Slay's Drama King mixtape.
Mm-hmm. Good assessment. Now, Blazing, you've been an underground artist for a while now, and do you think there could ever be someone like Slay in general, right? I kind of established there could never be Slay, and I don't want to be that person, but do you think someone could come in? I think it'll be difficult for someone to come in because boom bap is not the primary source of people listening, right? So maybe it would have to be someone like on the radar where they're like kind of focused on the younger guys. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, yeah, I think there could be. And, to go back to, people talking about maybe you being the next K-Slay, you've been doing the magazines, you've been putting artists on, been giving them a platform. So I think, you kind of already in that lane of what he's been doing. So it could definitely be somebody else. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Now, Party, me and you spent a lot of time at the strip clubs. Did K-Slay have the baddest bitches of all time on his cover? Talk about it.
Yes, that's a fact. I actually got to meet K-Slay in Angels at one of your parties. Rest in peace. And he walked in with about 15 beautiful women, all exotic flavors. K-Slay is one of them dudes, man, that he has an eye for beautiful women and, underground hip hop artists. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Now, Tabell, the real godson. I mean, obviously, your pops is a legendary hip hop artist, and there have been a lot of guys that have been in Slay's position. You could say Red Alert was K-Slay at one time. You could say Stretch Armstrong was K-Slay at one time. But in your opinion, like, who do you think out of all of these guys did it the best?
Well, to be honest, K-Slay, only because, like, I know Red Alert put a lot of people on too, but K-Slay, in my time to see it and to hear it on the radio all the time and to hear its new artists, it made it made us inspiring artists at the time to believe that there was a way we could be played on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So he definitely motivated more artists than ever, just by hearing somebody that was in the hood. You know what I'm saying, on the radio.
Yeah, rest in peace, that boy K-Slay.
Rest in peace.
That's right. If you watch right now, this is the Inphamus Hour. We are doing top 5 TV shows of all time. But before we get into that, we got news with Party G. Party, you ready?
What's going on? It's your guy. Yes. Huh? What's happening?
Yeah.
Weedo A. Smith, a.k.a. Party Sharp, back again with the news here on the Inphamus Hour. Yes. Let's start off with Doja Cat. Doja Cat says she's done with pop and her next album would be nothing but hip hop and rap. What you guys feel about
Really,
that?
listen, I've heard Doja Cat talk crazy about her pen game, right? And I don't know. She might be able to outboss.
I'm a cow. Moo. I'm a cow. Moo.
She said she coming with hip hop, all bars.
That gets you. Listen, man. Doja Cat is one line away from smoking B-Rock. She shaved her head looking crazy. She shaved her head looking all the way crazy. She went to fucking Fashion Week on a whole outfit looking like a sperm demon, all red, looking like a tampon with fucking diamond little trinkets all over her body, glued on, whatever, with like a ball-headed skeezer. Doja Cat gets the official doodle emoji. Grow your hair back, bitch.
Oh my God.
So just went crazy.
Damn.
Wow.
I mean, guys, you agree with that assessment? You think Doja Cat could maybe link up with like a Premiere or, you know, or maybe like her and Hit Boy? Hit Boy could like cross over. You think that's possible?
All right, look, man, just because she had a Britney Spears moment, I'm not going to discredit that she might not come with no hip hop.
And she's racist. She don't even like her own people.
Oh my God.
She's a racialist.
Where did this information from?
Word. Where you get that one from?
What do you mean? No, yo, she was on a Zoom chat with a whole bunch of white boys and whatnot, right? And then she said, and they were making fun of black people. She was like, oh, she's chuckling. How you have black in a room full of white people dissing black people and think it's okay? And ha ha kiki. She gets two doodles. For matter of fact, hold on. She gets the whole bag of doodles. The whole fucking bag of doodles. Get out of here. Get Doja Cat out of here.
Oh my God.
Oh, get Doja Cat out of here. All right, party, what else?
Oh man, son. We got Benzino. Benzino says that he inspired Andre 3000 at the Source Awards in 1995. He inspired that speech because in the Source magazine, they gave Outkast 1.5 mics. What you guys think about that?
Oh man, hopefully one day we'll get a Source Awards for the young people that are watching right now. The Source Awards was the gauntlet. It was Punchline Thursdays of hip hop award shows where somebody might get shot, stabbed, killed, beat up. This was the place to go. So I do think that in talking with a lot of people, right? I've had a lot of people on the show and talking with a lot of people who have been around that time, producers, artists. New York artists were haters. And they completely shunned Southern artists out. And I'm sorry to tell you, Andre is, I'm not going to say he's top 5, because I can think of 5 rappers better than him, but I could argue that he'd be top 10 all time. I could find a space for him, depending on what I'm doing. So Benzino's right in a sense where he inadvertently
lit that fire.
Well, not purposely, because he was trying to be disrespectful to the Southern artists. But I mean, listen, that one saying that he did, Tamel, at that award show completely changed rap music as we know it.
Which album was that? What was the first album? It was like
AT-Aliens.
It was a joint.
AT-Aliens, yeah.
Oh, that was the first one, and that got 1.5 mics?
1.5 mics.
Shame for that. First of all, was Benzino, first of all, I fucks with Benzino because Made Men, you know what I'm saying, Northeast Boston, they really put in work. No disrespect, they were doing that Jig Paul Pierce. I don't condone violence.
Yo.
They some fucking gangsters. Benzino's still that fucking guy, right? I don't care. Salute to Benzino, right? But I was disappointed because he started taking his personal bias when he was going against Eminem. And then he started giving Eminem bastard because he had a personal bias against him, right? So my thing is, he should have personally absolved himself out of the situation with the ratings when it came to that, being that he had a personal vendetta against Eminem, whatever. But a 1.5 mics on AT-Aliens is disrespectful to the culture, and someone's kufi should be slapped off immediately.
So the South should be thanking Benzino for starting the fire. He started the fire. If he didn't put the 1.5 mics, Andre would have never went to the Source talking crazy. Or
he would have never said that the South got something to say. But also, that was the same Source Awards where Suge got up there and started talking his shit. So that was a legendary night.
That was a great year. It seems like 95 was
that was a great year. And then 1997.
Cardi, real quick, Cardi, before you move, right? Why is every woman that fucks with Erykah Badu get like a little bit weird after they fuck with her, whatever?
Every guy.
What type of vaginal secretion is in Erykah Badu's pussy that makes everybody go nutty?
She comes sage.
Sage.
I'll eat it.
She's bad. Jumping into the
Erykah
news,
Badu's pussy gets the big flame.
She pops herself with chew sticks, those little Muslim joints.
Hey, yo.
Wow. Moving forward with the news, we have Jodeci going out on tour with SVU and Drew Hill.
SVU? Law and Order? SVU?
SVU?
Law and Order? SVU?
Pardon me. They wrote this wrong. SWV. You guys got to change these corrections. Sorry about that, guys. SWV.
Jodeci and Law and Order.
Hey, yo, time out. So Stabler's going on tour?
Stabler and Jack McCoy is coming back.
It's SWV and Drew Hill, the Summer Block Party tour. How you think that's gonna go out?
With Jodeci?
With Jodeci.
All right, now, honestly, on a serious note, I know one of the brothers from Jodeci, I think JoJo, I know he wasn't doing too good.
Well,
I know he was sick. Yeah, health-wise. I think he had
all
a
I know
stroke or something
is
like that.
I definitely.
So, I don't know how that's going to play out.
I want to go. I don't know about y'all, but yo, fucking, first of all, Jodeci, some of y'all probably born off of Jodeci, on a humble, number one. And
party.
SWV, SVU, Sisters with Voices.
Party G, yo.
A lot of women couldn't even sing up until like the SWV era, Escape, you know what I'm saying? All them era, girl group back then. And then fucking Drew Hill. Drew Hill is one of the most underrated R&B groups of all time. They had hit after, and the feature game was crazy. And then Cisco took over the world with the Thong song, and that shit was maximum cheek level. You know what I'm saying? Video. Yo, that I would love.
So it's safe to say that the ladies is popping out to every show.
And the man,
the ladies are popping out.
Oh yeah, they going. Yeah, they going to that.
The ladies are popping out, but one of the reasons why Drew Hill is underrated is because of the Thong song.
Yep.
You gotta understand.
What?
Cisco himself.
All right.
Enter the Drew album, son. Chill.
If Diddy is looked as a bad person, he's the main artist on Bad Boy, it kind of stumbles down the line. If let's say Rockefeller, for example, you know, Hove is a GOAT, but Memphis Bleak, you consider him kind of trash, you would automatically look at everyone else trash, even if they're not. That's just because people's attention spans are a lot different now. So I personally think that the Thong song hurt Drew Hill's legacy, in my opinion, because it just wasn't a traditional R&B type of record. It was more like a Two Live Crew.
But that wasn't. I don't think it wasn't a Drew Hill record, though.
I know, but he's the face. But he's the face.
I get that part of it. But they still got bangers.
Drew Hill. Name one other nigga in Drew Hill.
Tokyo.
Tokyo. Name one.
He said Tokyo.
I ain't gonna front. If you ask the kids nowadays, they'll think Drew Hill was one person.
Yeah, I know.
All I know is I'm gonna go to the Drew Hill. I'm gonna go to that concert with like 3 bad bitches. That's probably hopefully we've been honest. We hit the garage.
All right, two more segments.
It's gonna be
Jim Jones says Pusha T isn't top 50 rappers of all time. He says Big Sean is better than him. What do you guys think on that?
Oh, wait. It depends what we're talking about. Damn, is Big Sean a better rapper than Pusha T? Bars? Yes. I say this. I say if we talk bars, absolutely, because Pusha T only has one lane, and he can't go past that lane.
Drug bars.
All right, but hold on. Wait. But question. Hold on. We talk about bars though. So just because he's only talking about one thing, does that make his bars weak? No,
yes.
I think
Yes.
How?
To a degree.
Because you have no other subject matter, so you can't come outside of that subject.
But that's content. We talking about bars.
But that makes you a rapper and a lyricist. Like, you can't just have rhymes about the same concept matter all the time. You gotta be outside the box.
Yeah,
You can't. But wait, you can't. But the Locks won like that. But not to say that everyone can do it. But they had ways to say that shit so many different ways. So bars, I think Pusha T got bars.
He does.
But no, he doesn't.
Big Sean
have
is
more
crazy.
things to talk about.
But
Big Sean has a broader.
But so for example, right? Like I would have not put Kiss in the top 10 conversation for the same reason until Versus. Once Versus comes in, it's a whole different conversation, right? We haven't let guys' careers. I always felt that he suffered from the same thing that we're talking about Pusha, but he also made records like Why. You know what I'm saying? He also made records like the
Knock Yourself Out.
Knock Yourself Out, where it was kind of,
and they also have records with Mariah. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I just think Pusha never gave us nothing. Like, he never gave
Outside of that lane.
Outside of the coke bars, basically.
But does that make his bars weaker than Big Sean's bars though?
I don't
think so.
I can't listen to Big Sean by
I
himself.
feel like I don't think Big Sean better than Pusha T.
I don't think
Sean
it
in
makes,
the building.
hold on. I don't think it makes Big Sean worse. I mean, I don't think it makes Pusha T look worse. I just think it makes Big Sean look a little better. That's what I'm saying.
Shaw Boogie, flip the
Shaw
camera
Boogie.
around. Welcome to the Inphamus Hour, Shaw Boogie. Flip the camera.
What's good? What's good?
Shaw, you got to flip your camera the other way so the people can see you. So right now we're asking if Pusha T is better than Big Sean, or no, is Big Sean better than Pusha T? Right? Is that the question? Party.
He's biased because he's from Virginia. He's biased, bro. Don't ask shit.
But Shaw's a real hip hop head, though.
I am not fucking from Virginia.
He's from Virginia.
Shaw, you gotta turn your
shit to do.
Don't get mad. Don't get mad because you from Long Island, nigga.
Shaw, you gotta turn your camera the other way.
Whoa.
First of all,
Long Island.
First of all, you disrespected me and then the God.
Ty, you from Connecticut. We had this conversation.
There you go. My man, Prodigy got me.
We had this conversation already, Ty.
That's what we do.
That's the case. You're from Troy. You're not from the Bronx. You're from Troy.
Oh shit! Damn! Oh wow!
And from the Poconos.
No, I'm not. Your mouth like that.
Last segment, fellas, on the news. Last segment on the news. You got Party Sharp. I'm here. Listen. Nelly drops a new liquor. It's called Moonshine. M-O-Shine. I don't think I'm drinking that.
Is it like moonshine? Is it moonshine or not?
I don't like that. I don't like the name. I don't like Nelly having the.
What alcohols is in it?
What is it?
I guess it's a vodka.
Nah.
What's wrong with Nelly having a liquor? I'm just curious. What is wrong?
I don't know. This is a 20-second timeout.
I don't like Nelly having a liquor, man.
If I want to drink moonshine, I want to go to South Carolina with a country motherfucker that's cooking fatback and beans in a bowl outside in the wilderness that got sandals on that has been closed since '87.
I personally feel like Nelly should have a wine. He should have linked up with Son. It's all in my head. They should have did something together, advertisement. And he should have did wine. He should have never jumped into liquor and called it moonshine. It doesn't make sense. I don't like it. I don't think I'm drinking.
I don't know. I was about to say that shit is spelled moonshine.
M-O is Mo. M-O-O.
He's pronouncing it moo. It's an Ayo drink anyway.
I'm not drinking it. Who's drinking it? Yo, you know what? You know what? If that's the case, Nelly's motion gets the doo-doo. I ain't doing it.
Party G with the news here on the Inphamus Hour.
Make sure you wash your hands.
week here. You watch right now on Facebook.com/BoomBapNation, the infamous Amadeuz and the Inphamus Hour. We are live. And today's topic is top 5 television series of all times. Now, fellas, we've had all types of top 5s here. What makes a poppin' television series? A series is more than one episode. It could be one season. It could be something that had 3 episodes. What, in your opinion, makes a fire television show?
Emotions.
A good story.
Mhm.
A good writer to the show.
Emotional and thought-provoking, and something that's long-lasting with the culture far beyond when it ends the series. It's still impactful 10, 20 years later.
Yeah, do you know when the episode goes off, you're mad, you're upset. Like, come on, next week I gotta wait. That's what makes it a good episode, good show.
Word up.
Now,
See,
what? Now, before we name
Dragon Ball Z is famous for that.
Dragon Ball Z, the cartoon.
Yes, it is. You be mad as hell when they go off.
Yeah. Them shits was short as hell.
Damn, now I gotta revalue my
Until
shit.
next week, here on Dragon Ball, you be mad as hell.
And it just be
Bro,
ending
honestly,
too. You don't know when it's gonna end.
Yeah, that's why I stopped watching that shit, honestly, when I was a kid. That shit used to piss me off.
See?
Everything pisses Mike off.
Yeah,
Yo,
Chopped
niggas
cheese
get
got chopped cheese in it, pisses him off. Everything is like mad.
Wait, hold
No,
on,
that's
wait,
just out
so
of control.
the cheese and chopped cheese gets Mike upset?
Yeah.
Nah,
He orders
he's
a
not.
chopped cheese, but he wants
Nah,
no chopped cheese. It's just bread
Yo,
and mayo.
Nah,
That's
he's
it.
in the-
Yo, I
Chopped
went to
cheese?
this is no bullshit. I went to a store to do actual chopped cheese with no cheese. I'm like, yo, then that's a sloppy Joe. What do you get? He's like,
Hey, yo,
fucking chopped cheese.
Hey,
So
yo.
sloppy Joe now.
Oh, man.
Chill.
That's crazy. All right, so we're scanning the chat right now for your top 5 television series of all time. So I guess I'm going to go first with my top 5 series as the resident guinea pig, and then we'll go around the room and I'll call you guys. All right, so number 5 on my list is actually a new television series that's out now. And now that it's in its final season and I've watched every episode, I have to put it in my top 5 because they did it well. The concept, the storyline, the way they put it together, the acting is super important. Snowfall, 5 on my list.
I knew you was gonna say that.
I got on the Snowfall train late, but if you never watched Snowfall, I highly encourage you to watch Snowfall because there is a big message in Snowfall where it explains how crack basically stumbled on the ghettos of the world, specifically in Los Angeles, and how it took over people's lives and how people got rich and they died off of it and how the government was tied into it. And this is an amazing show. So that's number 5 on my list, Snowfall. Okay. Number 4 on my list, this has to go on the top 5 because this to me, now I know Monday Night Raw claims to be the longest television series. That is not true because the longest television series is Law and Order, number 4 on my list. Okay. Now,
that's a nice clip, Mike.
You cannot. Wow, Mike with the chopper and the belt. Got grabber in it. I like it. Okay.
No grabber.
Okay. Or my
grabber.
people watch right now. Matter of fact, if you're watching right now, go to at Gauge 110 and tell them to take the grab out his blunt. Okay. So you can only piff.
Disrespectful, bro. My nigga. I ain't party.
So Law and Order is in a space of its own because one, it's had multiple successful spin-offs. And it goes forever. And the unique thing about Law and Order is that the episodes don't tie into each other, right? So they don't tie to each other, and that's difficult to do.
So once in a while, they might have
a couple.
That's Chicago PD. That's Chicago PD shit, though.
Yeah.
No, but
it depends on if it's SVU, then it might.
Yeah.
Or
but barely. It's like its own storyline. Now, number 3 on my list is going to be a less known series here, but I really like this series. I watched every damn episode of it. Homeland. Okay, Showtime. If you've never seen Homeland, this show is fucking fire. Right? It's about this girl that she's involved in the government, and she basically falls in love with an American agent that works for the Taliban. Okay, and this is crazy. And they hung him in the middle of the Times Square Taliban, and it is nuts. So number 3 on my list is Homeland. Okay. Number 2 on my list should be no surprise. I didn't want to put it in there because I know someone else is going to have this in his list, and I tried to pick things that maybe guys would not have. But come on, Martin, are you kidding me? The most funniest television series.
Not in my top 5
ever. Martin is the most funniest television series, and number 1 on my list to me is the best piece of television I have ever seen in my life. Literally the best piece of television I've ever seen in my life. Every episode on this show was gasoline. Okay, this is the first television show that I saw someone kill their moms. They turn around and kill their dad. Then he went and shot his whole team and then got on a motorcycle and threw himself in front of a truck. And that was the last shot of the whole. This was the last shot of the whole. Like the series finale is him on a bike going like this and kill himself on a truck. All right, Sons of Anarchy.
Sons of Anarchy.
I already knew it.
I'm telling you.
Yo,
Sons of Anarchy.
I was watching that early, but I couldn't really get into it.
Yo, Sons of Anarchy is the best piece of television.
Sons of Anarchy is that.
What's your honorable mention, Inf?
Oh, my honorable mention is something that's just like one of my personal childhood favorite joints. I have to mention it. The A-Team. Come on.
A-Team.
What? In the 80s?
Baracus. Who's next?
Baracus?
Me?
In the A-Team? All right, so let's go around the room. Blazing, your top 5 television shows. Let's do it.
Who?
All right, so
Blazing.
yeah, I think right now we kind of have to be like older powers. I kind of fuck with all of them.
Tommy Egan.
Of course.
Yeah, Tommy Egan in the building.
Yeah. But yeah, I will have to go with that. I'm gonna have to go with Boardwalk Empire. That was a great one.
Boardwalk Empire? What was that about?
Boardwalk Empire.
Let's see that.
With Steve Buscemi. It's like Prohibition era, like in Atlantic City. Like and then it's Prohibition era, you know what I mean? A lot of guns, they got a lot of different families and shit, like crime shit. So I'm gonna go with that. What else a good one? I'm gonna have to go with Snowfall too, because I watched that from the beginning, and that's like the latest one that I've been hooked on right there.
Snowfall, fire.
Go with Snowfall.
That's 3.
I gotta go with The Sopranos too, because you could watch that all day and crack up.
That's a fact. That's a fact. The Sopranos.
Go with The Sopranos. And what else I'm gonna go with? I'm also.
One more.
I'm gonna have to go with Sons of Anarchy too. I know you picked 2 of those, but Sons of Anarchy was my shit.
Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
Legendary.
I kind of want to go back and watch it again. I haven't watched it in a while.
Have you seen the Mayans?
Yeah, I got into it for a while, but then I kind of fell off of it.
Yo, Kurt Sutter
I gotta tap back into
is the writer of that. He's like, bro, he's fire. All right, your honorable mention.
Yeah. So, honorable mention. Let me go with shit. Breaking Bad was a good one.
Breaking Bad.
That was pretty crazy.
Bro.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Television shows all time. All right. The real godson is here. Tom Mel. Top 5 television shows of all time. Why you light that up?
Yeah. Top 5.
It's getting cloudy on this episode.
What's the first one? This one is it's called Animal Kingdom. Which was fire.
Animal Kingdom, it was fire.
What's that? National Geographic? What the fuck is that?
Nah.
Me Too.
Nah, yo, it's about these 3 white boys that was they was adopted.
Dealers.
Yeah, yo, son, it was crazy. Everything. It was about everything.
Them niggas going crazy. I seen that.
And they had a mom telling them what to do, where to go, and they had building. Anyway, that shit was fire. Game of Thrones, I'm gonna put that in my 4 and 5. Game of Thrones and that shit. Game of Thrones
That
was
was
fire.
fire.
Yeah, it just made me like, and these are shows that I'm saying that I never would have watched. And when I seen the first episode, I ended up seeing the whole 9 seasons or whatever. Like, so it's just a spot. Breaking Bad was my third. That shit that I never seen it until someone put me onto it. When I watched it, the whole thing, son.
Yeah.
And then fucking Power and SVU. I didn't like the other Law and Orders. SVU was like the one I would watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one I would watch all the time. That was the shit right there.
All right.
But and then Power, the book, the Power book shit, from Power to the book. I didn't watch the Tommy shit or watch none of that other shit yet. Raising Kanan.
I ain't watching shit.
Who's the honorable mention, bro?
Honorable mention. Just because I could put it on at any time, and he said Martin already, I'm gonna have to go with the Wayans brothers.
The Wayans brothers.
Yeah, that was that shit.
Classic.
Look up, Marlon.
Classic. All right,
Say cheese.
Let me see what you got next. All right, Mike Gage, you're next on the screen. What you got?
All right, well,
Party was knocked out one day, and I said that.
Yeah, I remember that shit. I'm honestly surprised nobody mentioned Oz or The Wire.
Well, I didn't mention those.
The Wire.
Because I figured that most of the people here would mention The Wire, so that's why I didn't put on my list.
Oz as well. Oz was different.
Yeah.
Oz was good as well.
What else? That shit was wild.
But it was real jail shit though. They was wilding.
Like Oz, let's see. Like I really don't watch too much TV, so I'm going off of what Game of Thrones was fire. I gotta agree with Ty. I seen that first episode and that shit got me hooked. I caught that shit damn near like the last season.
All right, so that's 3. So you got Oz, Wire, Game of Thrones.
And right now I've been watching the Chicago TV series. Like we got Chicago Fire, Med, and PD.
Okay.
Them shits just went in. It's kind of like, it's kind of like Law and Order, but it's like you get to see the whole shit play through. So like if a nigga gets shot, and the nigga survives, you'll see the nigga in the hospital. On Chicago shit.
Yo, Shy, your audio, bro. Your audio is on heroin right now, bro. You're horrible, bro.
Or like somebody get fucked up.
Your audio got COVID 57, brother.
You catch now on the show.
Oh man, to 1947 Bluetooth.
Mike, you need some AirPods, brother. Like, what fucking headset is that from 1922, bro?
You might as well be wearing the trucker headset, my nigga.
If you watch right now, Boom Bap Nation, because I know I have a lot of old school people here. Do you guys still wear the Bluetooth that comes down? Like,
I don't need that shit.
Yo, Fuji Rat, that's my brother. He wears that. He has the Bluetooth. All right, so Gage. So all right, you had Oz, The Wire, Chicago PD, Game of Thrones. What else?
Well, shit. Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
That was a good one. Yeah.
Okay. Did you see the new series, the spinoff?
Bel-Air? I started watching it. I got to tap back into it, but it was pretty good from what I've seen.
It's different. It's not like the same.
Yeah. They modernized it for sure.
Yeah. All right. The honorable mention.
I throwback. Taking the cartoons. Let's see. Darkwing Duck.
What the fuck?
Nobody knows that show,
but you don't even watch that shit though, my nigga.
Nobody knows that.
Darkwing Duck. Let's get dangerous. Darkwing Duck. Darkwing Duck. Darkwing Duck.
Not the doodle emoji. Yo.
I told you, nigga. I really don't watch a lot of TV, bro.
I ain't gonna hold you. I got the best list, so I'm just waiting for my turn.
All right, here we go.
Mike Gage.
All right, Torres.
Top 5. All right, Torres 1PR. Top 5 television list of all time. Shoot for it.
Let's go. All right, so number 5. Everything that I like got something to do with trapping and drug dealing, like a real fucking dirtbag, right? Number 5 is the whole Narcos series. Narcos, Colombia, Narcos, Mexico.
Now, you know what? Narcos was fucking garbage after season 2, though.
No, it's not. What? First of all, season 3 and 4 was about the Cali cartel, and then season 5 was about Mexico and El Chapo. You're bugging. That shit is fire. The way they integrated the real life with that is amazing. You're out of control.
I was trying to watch it. The first season was good. Then I saw the second one. It was.
I'm about to give you the whole bag of doodle emojis, bro. Get out of
here. Torres is the only one that understands Spanish in them series. That's why.
It's not my fault. Info speak Spanish.
It should have the big X over the box.
Ain't you over there hanging out with Puerto Ricans right now? Shame on you, Tomel. Put them in the bathroom. All right, number 4. Law and Order. Law and Order, the original one, and as Party would say, SWV, aka SVU. Special victims. So many people have gone through that show, and even like and Ice-T. I think Ice-T makes 1 million episode now. 1 million episodes.
He has 1 million. He's been on 1 million episodes? No.
No, he makes 1 million per episode.
1 million per episode?
I just saw that 2 more seasons.
Can someone confirm that?
Fact check me. Someone fact check me.
Super fact.
That's a fact. 1 million.
Someone check. Someone check me.
Someone said more than. He said more than 1 million when I seen the nigga.
Episode?
I mean, we can say anything we want. Where's the fact? We can say whatever.
This nigga Ice-T told me from his mouth, nigga.
Number 3.
That's the source.
Number 3 is Sopranos.
He make a quarter. He make a quarter.
How much?
Yo, Ty, you gotta relax. You don't want to hear what son did.
He make a $250,000. He make a $250,000 per episode.
$250,000? That's a bag
per season, though. But that's still good, though.
I stand corrected. My apologies.
No, but it's still good. I mean, 250,000. That's crazy. All right, so
that's crazy.
Number three, Sopranos. When that shit ended, I thought something was wrong with my TV. I'm like, trying to check my TV, like, yo, what happened? And I'm like, yo, like that shit was like to this day, like, did he die? Didn't he die? And from what I understand, he did die because he mentioned something that like when you die, you're never gonna see it happen. Everything goes black. So that was showing it, whatever. So cinematography, amazing. Rest in peace, James Gandolfini. Number 2, Breaking Bad. You know what I'm saying? Because Breaking Bad, on top of that, after that, they made Better Call Saul, which is the prequel to Breaking Bad. You know what I'm saying? So they actually made 2 whole shows out of that, and it was just put together very well. So I love Breaking Bad, great acting. Number 1, the greatest show of all time is the motherfucking Wire. Is the Wire. The fact that they was able to integrate like from the street level to like the top hustler to like to the law enforcement, and then like every season was something else. So season 1 was regular streets, season 2 was in the docks, season 3 was with the youngest in school, and season 4 and 5 was like at the printing press. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. So it was just dope. To this day, people still watch that. You know what I'm saying? And so many people have gone on to have stellar careers off of that one show. You know what I'm saying? So amazing. I have 2 honorable mentions, right? My first one is Family Matters with Steve Urkel. I'm going to tell you why. Because you have not seen wholesome TV like you did back in the day. When you used to watch Family Matters, and you used to watch, you know what I'm saying, Uncle Carl, you know what I'm saying, hey Carl, you've never seen like that wholesome type of energy anymore ever since then. They have morals. They have morals. You used to watch that show and it used to teach you a lesson. You know what I'm saying? So, and then last but not least, bro, for my Latino people, Sábado Gigante. Sábado Gigante. So, son, my nigga Don Francisco had the baddest bitch for 30 years.
Yo,
Sábado Gigante.
Every Saturday night, me and my little grandmother watched Sábado Gigante. Age like 12 and 9. It was Don Francisco. Camel knows. Don Francisco. Rest in peace, K. Slay. K. Slay had the baddies. But, yo, Stone Francisco?
Nah, he had the joints in there. No,
Wow.
he had all the. He had the Selena type of joints in there. Fine.
30 plus years.
Yeah.
Every woman on that show wanted to give Don Francisco the draws. He gets 1 million fire emojis for that. Not the Don Francisco, no more Latino community. Dale.
Fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Party
no,
G
I
the
do what you
Humble.
said.
Top 5.
What's good? What's good? What's good?
TV
See,
series
man,
all
I
time.
was thinking of, longevity, impact, shows like that. My first choice, I'm gonna go with Maury. You know how many kids got their father? You know how many kids got their goddamn father, man? I remember staying home from school and Maury would come on, and you just watch it and just kids jumping out
Look
the
at the
chair.
nose. Look at the nose.
He got the same eyes as him, Maury. Look at you remember that? That TV screen is legendary.
Maury Povich.
You are the
Maury
father show.
Povich.
Number 2, for me, The Price is Right. All our grandmothers was glued to the TV every morning. Price is Right. They spinning the wheel.
Nah,
They
but
making
when it
quotes.
had Bob Barker, though, when it had Bob Barker.
You're
When it had
Bob
Bob
Barker.
Barker.
Longevity. The Price is Right. Everybody loved The Price is Right. Everybody. Number 3 for me have to be Grey's Anatomy. They in like the 45th season. They're like in the 45th season, bro.
Grey's Anatomy.
It's like the 70th season.
Yeah.
That's anatomy.
You know what I mean?
That's
Come on,
anatomy.
man.
Anatomy, my guy.
Greg's
4.
Anatomy.
I don't know what it is.
4.
I don't know what that is.
We can't not mention the one and only Oprah Winfrey. Come on, her show is crazy. Without her
Oh,
show,
come on.
it
What you
wouldn't be
doing?
a lot of shows out here.
Damn. How could
It
you
wouldn't
not
be
say
a lot of
Days of
shows.
Our Lives?
She was giving out cars
gets
and all sorts
the
of
whole
shit.
bag of doo-doo, son.
You get a car. You get a
Nigga.
car. You
Nah.
get a car. Everybody was getting cars.
And she got $1 billion, to be clear.
Come on now. And she got the bag. Super bag.
Oprah was doing black people dirty, yo.
Ah, man.
And her homeboy, her homeboy was Harvey.
Yo, can he finish this fucking list, please?
Here
She
we
was trying
go,
to
man.
she was
Here we
shitting
go.
on Ellie for touching little girls, but her homeboy Harvey Weinstein was touching little girls and little boys. Fuck Harvey Weinstein.
Oh my God.
Yo.
Hey, yo. My fourth show. I didn't want to do a lot of hood stuff because, we living that in real life on these shows. They just making movies and shit about it. But I want to say my fourth show would be The Godfather of Harlem.
Oh, that's
That
hard.
show is so vivid and real. It makes you want to tap into your history. It makes you want to walk down Harlem and just say, yes, I walk these streets. I love that show. It's great acting, great storyline.
He said, "Who's laying on the table now? This shit got me by the throat. Promising get vengeance on your name." That's my shit too.
That's my shit. Godfather of Harlem. Number 5 for me will be In Living Color. I feel like In Living Color, started a lot of shows for us, and it put us on a platform.
You gave us a lot of stars.
I was late, but I tapped in. You know what I mean? Once I found out that's where J-Lo came from, I had to figure out where's all these stars coming from. So I tapped in, and I see her up there dancing and shit. I was
Jim
like,
Carrey, Tommy
show is
Davis,
lit.
Jimmy Fox, all of the Wayne
Everybody
brothers.
came from that show.
Everybody came from that. Come on, that's Black
yeah.
Hollywood right there.
Fact.
And my
David, hell
honorable
yeah.
mention.
Tommy Davis.
My honorable mention for me, this is my time, my era. You know what I mean? I used to get in trouble to watch this.
Pokemon.
The Dave Chappelle Show. It would never be nothing
Chappelle
ever
Show.
like the Dave Chappelle Show.
Show.
He was up there wilding. He was calling people bitches. He was the best skits ever. Like, they had to cancel him and send him to Africa. That shit was crazy. It was crazy. Then they gave his show up. Like, it was crazy, man. So Dave Chappelle, for me, was definitely up there, man. One of the dopest shows ever. Like, and it can never be done again. You know what I mean?
I can't.
In Living Color, yo, I'm not gonna hold you. Like that's probably like the best show that anyone said here. Just because the cultural impact and how many people were able to make a career to this day from
all for that.
Yeah, being main characters.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Black and white and Hispanic, all kinds of race.
Yeah. So back in the day, like in Living Color, it really tested the boundaries. Because back then, they wasn't saying certain curse words. They wasn't talking about like LGBTQ. They pushed the envelope. They was really
yo, Torres, you not bullshitting. Remember, Damon had Handyman. Like it was a whole handicapped superhero.
Can't do that now.
I just found out watching an interview with Marlon that
dudes on film.
Damon he was actually handicapped.
Yeah, Wayne had that whole cartoon that he had.
He was born. Damon Wayans was born with a club foot. I just found that out today. So he was actually. He said he made them characters to make himself more comfortable with his. Himself. Word.
And the piggyback of what Party said, if you remember, Damon Wayne had a cartoon back in the day called Wayne Head.
Yeah.
That was about him as a kid with the club foot.
With the club foot, yep.
Mention, Party?
All right, man. Party G, top 5 television shows. Shy Boogie with the Hoodie, your top 5 television shows, plays.
Looking like the milk dud.
Yo, chill, yo.
Fucking Snowfall.
Ooh.
Definitely Snowfall. Godfather of Harlem. Chicago PD. Wayne's Brothers and Martin. And my honorable mention is My Wife and Kids.
That's that
Damon
shit.
Wayans and,
I'm surprised nobody ain't seen Jamie Foxx show neither for an honorable mention. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's my second one. Jamie Foxx show. Yeah, Jamie Foxx show.
That shit was I just wanted to fuck Fancy.
Everybody.
That was the whole point. You're watching right now. This is Inphamus Hour Live. I'm your host, Inphamus Amadeuz. The gang is here. We're actively scanning the chat for top 5 television shows. Now, we got to talk about some garbage shows before we get out of here.
What?
Okay. I'm going to tell you the best garbage show ever. In my opinion. The most fire garbage show. Beavis and Butthead. Fuck you niggas.
I can't stand that.
I can see.
Wait up. Beavis and Butthead was a horrible television show. It had no plot. It had no storyline. But for some reason, I would just watch them every week. I just keep watching them every week. And
I got one for you.
Hold on, wait. And I got one more. And I'm going to tell you another garbage television show. But this show is actually kind of fire. You're from New York City and you had cable in Manhattan. Channel 35 at nighttime would switch to a porno channel. Robin Bird. What? What? She was bringing strippers.
Not the box, cable box.
She's having Gage, no. Gage, no. Look up, if you watch right now, look up Robin Bird. Robin Bird would have strippers on cable. It was horrible television.
That shit was crazy.
All that.
Ren and Stimpy.
Sex on HBO. Remember Real Sex?
Yeah.
What?
Real Sex?
On HBO, Real Sex.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Taxi Cab Confessions. That shit was actually low-key lit. Taxi Cab Confessions was crazy.
Yeah, it was.
But
on the point. Remember that shit?
2 worst shows?
That was
worst shows?
Nah, but the worst show that I could say was Ren and Stimpy. You remember Ren and Stimpy?
It wasn't bad.
Yeah, that shit was trash.
Nah,
two worst shows ever. One, Ed, and Eddie, Doodle. Second, Hell Day. Yo, you remember Hell Day on BET? They had the little midget come out as the devil. Yo, that shit was trash.
Oh yeah, I remember that stupid shit.
That shit was dirt. Those are the 2 worst shits ever.
Hey, yo, I hated SpongeBob, man.
I still do.
No, we have your foot.
Yeah, I hate that
camera.
Nah,
nigga.
like,
Hey.
it was on TV. Like, I hated that shit. I hated hearing
Carmel
that
got
shit.
his foot in the camera. What's happening over there?
When I was a little
that show MASH.
MASH?
When I was a little kid watching TV, late night tip,
Yeah.
I see MASH come on. It was
Comedy show.
Nah,
Yeah,
y'all bugging.
some
MASH
turn it
was
over.
fire.
Nah, MASH
rocks.
was lit.
MASH was gas. Pause.
MASH.
I never like. I used to hate that show.
Go to sleep, little nigga.
Nah, I ain't gonna front. The PJs was fake trash fire though. I ain't gonna lie. All the
PJs
people
was
was
kind of
ugly.
fun.
I don't know why all the people was
Not the
ugly.
crackhead on the PJs on the shopping cart. I've used that so many times. Matter of fact, the crackhead from the PJs was the logo for It's Go TV. The little crackhead. I had my sister draw the crackhead from the PJs with a 40 and a shopping cart. I would use that for
the whole cast was ugly. I just didn't understand.
You know what show is trash, man? Shout out to Peter Guns, man. But Cheetahs is horrible, bro.
Oh yeah.
That shit is trash, man.
No, that's it. It's trash, but it's pure entertainment.
It's trash good.
That shit is hilarious because it's him.
Pure entertainment.
It's just trash because it's so set up. Like, it's just too set up. You know what I'm saying? You know, a show that's actually good that I'm surprised no one mentioned because it's not top 5, but it is something, is Catfish. Catfish is actually an interesting show. I know they have, like, they probably set it up in a certain way before reality television. That one is good. And you know what's fucking terrible? The Jersey Shore. Garbage.
Terrible.
Yeah,
Only show I liked it in that concept of thing was the Room Raiders joint. That shit was fake. Room Raiders.
That shit was him. Niggas come snatch you out your shit.
Yeah, snatch you out your crib real quick.
You know what was a fucked up show? Like I don't even know what to say about it, but this is a fucked up show. Dateline, How to Catch a Predator.
Oh, that was horrible.
Bad.
Oh yeah.
Terrible.
That's bad. Because it was like
y'all, yeah.
Like
y'all watch that catch the smuggler shit? Niggas be getting caught with mad bricks at the airport.
I watched that. Yeah, I watched the catch.
The nigga. Yo, so one dude, so they was at the border, the same border that we walked through from Mexico to Tijuana. Yo, the dude was driving up to the border, right? He jumped out and booked it. So they chased him down, got him. He was like, yo, this looked like a private compartment right here. They opened it, was a whole Chinese chick in the back.
What?
I ain't gonna front. None of us mentioned this show, but we all love this show. Judge Mathis, he used to be just wilding.
Yo, he used to be wilding on niggas.
You a crackhead, young man. He used to be bugging on niggas all day.
Why didn't talk about some good shows like
Smoke crack, don't you, Sam's?
Smoke crack, don't you, boy?
Like different words, different strokes. Why are you talking about the shows? You talking about the ratchet ass gangster hood show.
First 48 is a classic too, man. We can't, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I call that one
First 48 is a classic.
I call
You
that
see
one
that nigga? You see that nigga with the whole McDonald's?
That's it. That's it.
You know,
that black lady
Nigga
walk
got
up
the
in there.
buffet. Nigga in there
No,
with that
Black lady
buffet.
walk up in there, she gave niggas a crack.
Listen. The nigga, they bought the nigga in for questioning, right? So he was like, yeah. So you know this dude that pulled up there? He's like, nah. He's like, word, you don't, so you don't know? He's like, boom. He's like, we're gonna play this recording for you. Played the recording. It was him calling the cops, talking about the murder. He didn't know that he pocket down 911. So they had the audio. They had the audio. He was like, yeah, you know, we're gonna get this dude right off the highway. We're gonna catch him right on the highway. And then the phone hung up. They played that. He's like, nah, that's not me. He's like, nah, the phone is linked to your phone. So who's the guy in the car? He's like, yeah, so he getting locked up for murder.
Wow.
Dude. Yo, this shit was crazy.
I feel like if this
course.
would have had more seasons, it would have had longevity. The Wu-Tang, I ain't gonna front. Wu-Tang Saga is crazy. It's only 3 seasons. So
yeah, Wu-Tang.
You know what? The series, it's like one will be fire, the next one I go to sleep. Like it's like the last season is just too much. You know, like when they start getting into like
Because each artist had their own movie they wanted to do. You know, their own episode.
Dragon Ball Z vibes. Dragon Ball Z vibes.
Honestly, you know what show gave me them vibes, Party? It was a show that came out on Netflix called The Get Down, and it was pretty much like the
fire
start of hip hop.
Yeah, that was fire.
So
The Get
I
Down
would
was
have loved
fire.
to see how that shit progressed.
Yeah, The Get Down was definitely fire. What y'all think about BMF though?
I ain't even watched that yet.
It's mid.
I've seen a couple. I've seen a couple episodes.
It's mid.
Oh man,
it's like that.
It's mid. What I will say is, I mean, Meech's son. The fact that he's not an actor, he's playing it well.
Yeah,
but I just.
But he went to school though. He went to acting
but I don't think he has a supporting cast around him.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna front though. But I'm not gonna front. I kind of like the fact that it's not too much actor-ish. To me, it makes it a little more realistic. That the fact that they're not all that trained.
Okay, I can see that.
You know what I mean? It gives it more of like, all right, bet y'all some real fucking dope boys from the D. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I can see that. A good show that I like, but I stopped watching. Two good shows. Number one, Walking Dead was crazy until Rick disappeared, and I watched every episode up to season 9. That was fire. Another show that was really good. If you've never seen it before, The Blacklist. The Blacklist is good. The main character got killed off. That was bad. And then another, what else? Ray Donovan on Showtime. That show is gas because he's like in our field. So he's a fixer for celebrities' problems. And then basically he blackmails celebrities to get to other people. So like he'll fix Party G's problem. And then when Torres has an issue, he'll use Party G to fix that problem. And then they'll blackmail each other. He just starts robbing niggas. He starts killing people like he's fire. So Ray Donovan, I
got one question. One show that you guys always tapped in before this whole Wi-Fi, but when it was actual cable, me personally was Prison Break. Like I didn't have cable, and that shit used to
Prison
come
Break.
on. That shit used to come on, and I used to be glued to the TV. Word.
Damn,
so which one of y'all joints without cable? Yeah, without cable, like the joints.
I used to watch the X-Files a lot.
X-Files.
Yo,
that intro used to scare me. If I ain't gonna,
I hate it.
I should make a beat with that.
That intro.
I couldn't stand that show.
X-Files is good. I used to watch that.
I got into Good Times.
Good Times.
Good Times.
Yeah. Good
Times. JJ.
Back in the day, no cable.
No cable.
I'm trying to think.
You have
shit. Honestly, I think it would have to be Wheel of Fortune. That was every night.
Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. then Jeopardy come on right after.
Yeah, facts.
St. Jack, Red and White.
That Wheel of Fortune. Taurus, what you watching?
And I ain't gonna front. American Idol got longevity too.
American Idol. That's just trash, man.
I think
you said no cable, nigga. Like, let's be real.
No cable.
Saturday, son. Every Saturday, NBA Inside Stuff with Amar Rashad.
I hated that shit too.
Now, you know what show I used to watch faithfully? No cable, just like regular television. WCW Monday Night Nitro. What are you talking about? What?
That's a fact.
Nitro.
I remember when Apollo used to come on TV.
Yeah, that shit was some funny shit. That's celebrity.
Yeah, the Apollo.
I remember when Apollo used to come on
Showtime at the Apollo?
Yeah, I remember when that shit used to come on.
Remember WrestleMania? No. Remember WrestleMania used to come on 3:00 in the morning on regular TV?
Oh, you talking about a Saturday night main event?
Yeah.
That was classic, man. Inphamus Hour, top 5 television series. So once again, you're watching the Inphamus Hour every single Thursday, 9 p.m. EST on Boom Bap Nation. Make sure you tap in with me, Sirius XM Shade 45 every single Thursday. Fellas, go around the room, shout your social medias. We'll start with Torres and go to the line. Torres social media.
Once again, it's the number one PRJ Torres. Follow me at social media, IG specifically at TORRES, the number one PR. public relations, and Puerto Rican. It's your girlfriend's favorite plus size model.
Mike Gage.
Yo, it's your boy Mike Gage. Follow me at GAGE110.
Got a microphone? What the fuck? What the fuck happened?
Blazing.
Yo,
That
peace,
nigga Mike
Blazing.
in a spaceship.
Follow me at Cruise Blazing, LIIG. Stay tuned, dropping some new music soon. Let's go.
Party G, the humble.
Yo, what's happening? She got Party G here. Follow me at the Real Party G on Instagram. Get at him. You know how we do it.
Humble.
Shout Boogie with the hoodie.
Shout Boogie. I don't wear no hoodies. I used to, but I still do sometimes. But nah, shout Boogie. CHI_HBTV. You heard?
All right, you know what it is. And of course, I'm the Inphamus Amadeuz. You know where to find me at the Inphamus Amadeuz on all social media platforms. If you're in New York City every single Thursday, we have an amazing event, this spot called The Sampler. It's 234 Star Street. It's going down. Amazing hip hop night, live cypher, and much, much more. Till next time, stay safe, stay COVID-19 free. I'll see you then.